Catweazle here, welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone, The Escape. Right, the end of last episode, both Running Bear and Cade Gaunt managed to escape the mine. They were very fortunate, they didn't get a high threat, so they're now at the mine entrance. So part of the rewards for completing the mission successfully is you get all your health and sanity back, and you get a grit. They already had one grit, so that's what they've left with. Additionally, obviously Cade gets to put all his Deadeye bullets back, so he's back up to 6. They only used 1 herbs, and they found that during the adventure, which Running Bear used. So they didn't use any side bag tokens, didn't use any dynamite or anything like that. They got a crisp rose, which they found on the adventure, which is a grit every time he moves 6, and that is now attached to his trusty pistol. We found an extra dark stone, so we've now got 4. A Jack of Hearts, which is +1 luck, and amazingly weighs a ton. What else? We found the Tome of Rakal and the Ring of Tarkul. We're going to sell the Tome of Rakal though. And we also found some Darkstone gloves. They're not here at the moment, they're on the board because they actually have a Darkstone icon. So like the Darkstone bullets, which I've also removed, we'll need to roll for corruption, and we'll do that over at the board. But that's just to let you know where everybody's up to. Health of 16 and a sanity of 14 now for Running Bear, because he has the Dusty Poncho, so he gets +1 health and +1 sanity, as well as ignoring weather effects. And the +1 luck for Jack of Hearts here. That means Cade's luck is now up at 6, so he may well be visiting the saloon during this town visit in order to make the best use of that luck that he can. Okay, so that's where everyone's up to. What's going to happen the next adventure is I'm going to do something slightly different. It was a bit easy, this adventure. I think the main reason for that is Cade rolled like a demon. But having a look at all the message boards and everything on Board Game Geek, it seems to be pretty much standard that people think once you get to level 3, level 4, it starts getting a little bit easier. I think the main reason it's been easy for us is obviously Cade rolling really well, but also that trusty pistol, getting as many shots as you've got agility, that's been immense for us. So he's been pretty much cleaning everything up before it's even got to us. So in order to make it a tiny bit harder, and also so we get to see a few more of the characters in the game, I'm going to introduce a sort of guest star role. So the posses from now on will be 3. They'll always have Running Bear and Cade Gaunt in them, assuming they don't get killed at any point. And what we'll have is we'll have one of the other characters, for whatever thematic reason I can think of, will join them on a mission. And that'll mean we have 3 in the posse. Because we've got 3 in the posse, that means we move up to medium threat cards. It's not quite as easy as if you've got 4 characters, because if you've got 4 characters it's still medium threat, so it is a little bit harder that you only have 3. The other thing that's going to make it a little bit harder is the guest star is not going to be the same level. So I'm not going to have the guest star being level 3 like Running Bear and Cade are. I'm going to have them a level below. So whoever we pick, I'm going to have them at level 2 as it stands. They are going to get, I'll have a think about they'll get the starting items and stuff as per normal. I'll roll for that as per normal. I'll also give them a gear or an artifact, but that gear or artifact, they won't be able to swap that with Cade or Running Bear. It'll be just theirs for the mission, and they'll take it away with them after the mission ends. Even if they get killed, then Cade and Running Bear won't take that item. What else? Oh yes, any experience and any money we'll split that 3 ways, and Cade and Running Bear will get 2/3 of it. It's just, the reason for that is I don't want people seeing this extra character as being some sort of mule, so that Cade and Running Bear can use them to carry all their stuff or anything like that. Any stuff that Cade and Running Bear are going to keep at the end, I will give to them during the game. So at the end of the mission, you won't get a situation whereby I'm transferring a load of stuff off the guest star into Cade and into Running Bear's stuff. I'll make a decision every time we find something about who's having what. Pretty much, I think, if our guest star finds something, like say they find a really cool artifact or something like that, then they will probably keep it, and it won't go to Cade or Running Bear. But if it's just a piece of gear or something like that, then they may pass it across. In fact, what I might do is, the only way that they'd be able to get an artifact or gear off the guest star is if they actually pay the money for it. See the money that's in the corner there? So rather than it being given to them, I might rule that they can sort of buy it off the guest star. So for example, if the guest star had found the trusty pistol and Cade went, hey, that's a nice pistol, he'd have to pay $600 for it. So that might be a way of getting it, that might be a fair way of doing it. But I'll have a think about that. Right, let's go across to the player area and roll for corruption and see if there's any travel events. Right, here we are. Well, before we get into town, we've got the Darkstone bullets that we've got a roll for. Those will disappear because we've used them up during the course of the adventure, but because they've been in their possession for the whole of the adventure, we've got to see if the Darkstone had any adverse effects on Cade or on Running Bear. So that's 1 die each, they'll have to roll there for corruption, and Cade has the Darkstone gloves as well, so he's going to roll for that. So we'll roll for these now. On a 1 to 3, we get corruption. Oh, let's move that in a bit so we can see it. Right, so no corruption for Running Bear, and there's 1 corruption for Cade. So get rid of the Darkstone bullets. But Cade, rather fortunately, has the ribbon that's giving him +1 agility, but at the end of each adventure you may remove 1 corruption from yourself. So the corruption that he got there for the Darkstone gloves, he's going to remove it using the ribbon, which you can do at the end of each adventure. So that works out rather well. We don't have to spend any money in town getting rid of corruption. Right, so that's the corruption roll for. Next up, we have to roll for a travel event. If we get a 1 or a 2 on either Cade or Running Bear, then it means we have a travel event. Otherwise, they can ride straight into town. A 2. So Running Bear gets a travel event, which may well affect Cade as well. So I'll just dig out that. I'll dig out the chart and see how we go on. Right, here's the travel hazard chart. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully you can see it. It's 3d6. And they go from possession, which I imagine, as it's a 3, is absolutely appalling, up to shadowy traveller, which I imagine is pretty good if you manage to get 3 6s. As it's Running Bear, we'll let him roll and see what the travel hazard is. Right, so we've got 5, 8, 10. 10. Bridge destroyed. The bridge across the canyon ahead has been demolished, either blown up to prevent demons from coming across or torn apart during a skirmish. You'll have to find another way around, which will take time you don't have. When you get to town, the heroes can spend no more than 2 days for their town stay before starting their next adventure. Right, we've got 2 days. which means I'm going to have to start thinking about exactly what we're going to do. So we'll just put the guys in town, get rid of that for the time being, and now I'm going to have a little think. Okay, here we are back at town. First thing we're going to do is obviously, we're going to spend $20 to stay in the hotel. They're used to luxury now, these boys, and they can sell the Tome of Rakal, which is $625. That goes back into the artifacts deck, and we get ourselves $625, which is very nice. So we'll put all this down here. The rest of our stash is quite impressive. Right, so they've sold that. They're not going to sell anything else. What I've decided to do is they're both going to go to the doc's office. They don't need any healing, but I'd like them to get an injection, an anti-venom injection. And then one of them will go, I think, them running bear. They'll go to the doc's office the last day. The first day, Running Bear's going to the blacksmith. He wants to buy Darkstone bullets. And Cade's going to go to the saloon. So let me dig those cards out. Won't be a second. Right, here they are. First of all, we'll do initiative order, as always. We've got to roll on the saloon chart. So that's 2d6 for Cade. And he gets a 9. The higher it is, normally the better. What's a 9? Aces and 8s. This seems to be your lucky night. You are +2 luck and +2 cunning during this location visit. Yes! Fantastic! Right. Let's hit the tables, man. So, first of all, we're going to do Brimstone Craps. So, that's $100. He's got to ante up. There we go. He's got a luck of 6. +2, so he's got 8 dice to roll. And we need 5 pluses, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Oh, it's rolled out. I have to do it again. Right. Don't throw them in, just let them fall in. Yes! So that's 4 6s. So that makes $400, I believe. Yes. So we get an extra. We get our 100 back plus an extra 1, 2, 3. It's $400. Right. So. Well done, Cade. That's a good start. Next up is Casual Poker. So which is $50, I believe. And he's already got +2 cunning. And his usual cunning is 3. So he gets 5 dice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Cade. And he gets 4 again. Woohoo! So that's $200 plus these back. That's another 150. So I'll put those in and take 200. Get that way. Then I've not got a load of 25s everywhere. Right, so $600. He's not done bad there. Is there anything else he can do? We've both got a whiskey each, so that's fine. Buy some lucky dice. A gambler's deck of card. Nah. Saloon Girl performance. Gain 10 XP and roll a d6. On the roll of 4, 5 or 6, recover 1 grit for use in town. Well, we've already got a grit. So I think we'll leave it at that. Yep. Got $600. That'll do us. We're very impressed with that. So Cade walks home whistling from the saloon. Next up, it's Running Bear. He's gone to the blacksmith. So we have to roll on the blacksmith chart. So 2d6. Come on, Running Bear. A 7. And a 7 is 6 to 8. Black smoke and horse manure makes you feel alive. No event, so nothing good, nothing bad. Well, the first thing we want is dark stone bullets. So that's $200 each plus 1 dark stone, so that'll be $400 and 2 dark stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in. And 2 dark stone, which leaves us with 2. The dark stone bullets back out. Right, what's next? Is there anything else? Let's just check how much money we've got now. Because we might have, we've got 2 dark stone. I don't think we've got enough to actually, enough dark stone. 10, 20, $30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $1,530. Let's have a look what we could get. Well, we could have got an inlay, but that's 3 dark stone. Yeah, we don't have enough dark stone, do we? Like for a dark stone buckle or void plates or anything of that nature. Ah well, never mind. We'll save the money for next time. Hope we don't get robbed or something, and we'll see if we can't get some more dark stone. Okay, so Running Bear comes back, and we've got a roll on the town event chart, which is currently at 1. So we get 6, so that's fine. We move that up 1, and then we're our second and final day due to the bridge collapsing. Oh, we've got to pay an extra 20 for our second day, so there's $20 to the hotel. Righty ho. Well, they're both going to go, I think, to the docks office. Or are they? We might be able to buy something from the general store. I might just see if we can get away with not getting the injection. So this is the sort of stuff. You can get special ammo, a shotgun, a double-barreled shotgun. That might be useful. Oh no, 2,800. We haven't got that much. Is there anything? Perhaps clothing and equipment. Ooh, just not enough for a duster. That'd have been good for Cade. Armour 6+. No, we won't buy anything from there, I don't think. We'll leave it for the time being. Do we want any auras from the church? Like an aura of protection, perhaps. Let's just have a look at that. Aura of protection. Make a Spirit 4+ test to successfully receive this aura. If successful, for the next adventure you gain Armour 6+ and Spirit Armour 6+. $250 though, and we'd have to make a 4+. No, we'll leave it. And what we will do though is we will get them injections. So both move to the docks office. We've got a roll on the 2d6, so Cade first. He gets an 11. Woo! What's that? Special mission. The doc gives you a free specimen jar and asks you to recover a sample from another world for him. We've had this before, haven't we? Right, so we get a free specimen jar. That's what we like. Okay. So we've now got 2 specimen jars. So that's good if we can get into another world. And now we'll roll for Running Bear. He gets an 8. And that's The Smell of Death, all too familiar at the doc's office, no event. Right, we're not having any surgery or anything. Do we want any bandages? No. Healing herbs? No. No. Oh, what about these? Tools of science. Bone saw? No. No. No, we're just going to have the anti-venom injection, so that's $20. I've got $20 in change. Have the heck. So, change for 100. So, 175. And there's 80 change. So, we've now got anti-venom injections. Right, that's the end of the day. We move back. We're not staying, so we don't have to roll on the town event chart because we're doing one. So they leave town. Right, so that's it for the town visit. Went pretty well. No corruption. No nasty town events. We managed to get our Darkstone bullets. We also managed to get a few dollars, thanks to Cade in the saloon. And we got our anti-venom injections. We'll keep the cash, hopefully find a bit more Darkstone on the next adventure, and then we'll be able to spend that cash for upgrades to weapons and so on and so forth. Right, so what adventure are we going to do next? Well, that was a base mission adventure that we did last time, so I think we'll do a Targa. We'll do a Targa mission, and then we'll do a Swamps mission. So let's roll on the Targa mission, City of Ancients missions, D6. A 5, which is Overload. Let's have a look, see if we've done it before. I don't think we have. Here we go with Overload. While exploring the ancient frozen ruins of the Targa Plateau, you have accidentally tripped some sort of chain reaction. The ancient boilers in this part of the city are overloading and set to blow. Echoing through the halls, you hear a recorded alien voice that can only be warning of the imminent meltdown to come and a countdown to destruction. Cool. So it looks like it's going to be very similar to that escape quest. We're on the Targa Plateau. Things have gone like tits up and we've got to get out fast. I'll have a think about who's pretty thematic. They're in the Targa Plateau, they'll bump into another character and they've got to escape together. So I'll have a think about who to take. Unless you all want to vote, by all means, if you've got a suggestion for another character that you'd like to see, accompany Cade and Running Bear in their next adventure, by all means put it in the comments and I'll go with whatever the highest vote is. There, how's that for interaction? Groovy. Okay, until the next adventure, this is Catweazle signing off. Toodaloo.